All right, this is Algebra lesson 7.7, multiplying polynomials. This is how it works. We're now progressing to, yesterday we multiplied a polynomial by a monomial. Now we're going to multiply polynomials by polynomials. I mean, big ugly things like where's a big ugly one here? Okay, like this, 6x plus 5 times 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. Here's how you do it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. But pay attention because I don't think you've done this before. Okay. You literally are going to first of all, you are going to use the distributive property here. Okay. You're going to distribute each thing to each thing. Each term to each term. I'm literally going to go, 6x, and I'm going to go 6x times 2x squared is, what is it? 12x to the third. Now 6x times, 6x times negative 3x, negative 18x squared, and then I'm going to go 6x times negative 5 is minus 30x. Yes? Makes sense? Now I'm going to go to the 5 and go, what is 5 times 2x squared plus 10x squared? And then 5 times negative 3x is minus 15x. And then 5 times negative 5 is minus 25. Does that make sense? You just distribute each one to each thing. And then now what do I do with this? You combine like terms. They have to be identical. Is there any other x to the thirds? 12x to the third then. Is there any other x squareds here? Yes, so negative 18x squared plus 10x squared is negative 8x squared. They're gone. There's a negative 30x minus 15x is negative 45x. Gone. And then minus 25. I'm done. Does that make sense? Not difficult, not super difficult, but, it takes time, right? Lots of steps again. Eventually, they're going to do something like this and then put an equal sign in there and make you do it to both sides. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can make this thing as huge as they want to. Anyway, so that's how you do that one. Let me see if you can do one of those for me. Do this. There you go. Do that one for me. All right, so here we go. Here's how it goes. We're distributing everything. 3x times 2x squared is 6x to the third, right? 3x times 7x is plus 21x squared. 3x times negative 8 is negative 24x, right? Everybody got that? Okay. Distribute this. Negative 5 times 2x squared is negative 10x squared. Negative 5 times 7x is minus 35x. And then negative 5 times a negative 8 is plus 40. Right? Combine things. Any other x to the thirds? Any other x squareds? 21x squared minus 10x squared is plus 11x squared. Negative 24x minus 35x, two negatives, right? We're putting them together. That makes us a big fat minus 59x. And then plus 40. Did anybody get that? 6x to the third plus 11x squared minus 59x plus 40. Make sense? Does it make sense? I can't make you be meticulous, but you need to be. Right? I can't make you be meticulous, but you need to be. Lots of steps. Okay, now for a much easier thing, here's the deal. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is the most common polynomials to multiply. I am going to show you how to do this. Well, we're going to use the FOIL method to do this. Okay, FOIL. You've heard of that before? I think I talked to you a little bit about it last year. FOIL. What does FOIL stand for? First outside, inside, last. FOIL, F-O-I-L. First, outside, inside, last. This is how it works. You take the first one in each of the parentheses here. You take this times this. What is 2x times x? I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll try that again. Last chance, people. We're going to do the FOIL method. F-O-I-L. First, outside, inside, last. The first one's meaning the first one in each set of parentheses. 2x times x is 2x squared. Outside, meaning outside. The two things that are on the furthest most outside. 2x times 5 plus 10x. Inside, the two that are on the inside. 3 times x is plus 3x. And then last is the two last. 3 times 5 is plus 15. Thank you. Plus 15. Can I combine anything? When you do the FOIL method, what you're going to be able to combine is the two middle ones. You're going to be able to combine them. What is 10x plus 3x? 2x squared plus 13x plus 15 is our answer. Does that make sense? Okay. You'll notice this. I'm going to give you the exact same question again. I want to show you this. 2x plus 3x plus 5. The FOIL method really is just the distributive property. Because look, I mean, what would we normally do with the distributive property? What would I do first? What would I do? What would I distribute first? What two numbers? Four, right, so what were those two they called? That's the first, right? And then when we go out here, what is this? Outside, and then after that we'd go inside, and then last. Does that make sense? That's what we would do. But the FOIL method, whatever. I would think of it as the FOIL method. First, outside, inside, last. You guys try a couple of these. Try 2y minus 7 times 3y plus 5. All right, so FOIL method, first thing, 2y times 3y is 6y squared, right? Outside, 2y times 5 is plus 10y. Inside, negative 7 times 3y is minus 21y. And then negative 7 times plus 5 is minus 35. Yes? What can I group? Two middle ones. 6y squared minus 11y minus 35. How many of you got that? 6y squared minus 11y minus 35. Does it make sense, Brady? Do one then. Show me. Do another one then. Let's get a big one. None of them are really big. They're all FOIL. So 5a plus 2 times 3a minus 4. FOIL method first. 5a times 3a is 15a squared. Outside, 5a times negative 4 is negative 20a. Inside, 2 times 3a is plus 6a. And then last, plus 2 times negative 4 is minus 8. You can combine those two. So 15a squared minus 14a minus 8. How many of you got that? 15a squared minus 14a minus 8. Okay, simple, right? I'm going to give you one brief little preview for tomorrow. And that is that what happens if I have this? Read that to me. X plus 4 squared. I agree. Or you probably should say the sum of x plus 4 squared, right? Because when you say x plus 4 squared, doesn't it sound like the 4 is being squared? Right? So do you understand why you need to say the sum of x plus 4 squared? For real, do you all hear the difference? If you say x plus 4 squared, oh, so you mean x plus 16? Isn't that what people are thinking? Right? So you want to say the sum of x plus 4 squared. Oh, the sum of. Anyway, and so this is what would you do here? How would you write this out? How could you still do FOIL here? What would I do? Just rewrite it, right? Rewrite it how? How would you rewrite this? And then what? How would you? Oh my goodness gracious! I'm sorry. We're about to get really burned here. Right? Isn't that the same thing? Right? So then, is it 2x? Is this 2x? X times x, is that 2x? What is x times x? X times 4 is plus 4x. 4 times x is plus 4x. 4 times 4 is plus 16. Add those together, x squared plus 8x plus 16. Tomorrow, there will be something very unique about this. You won't even need to do this, any of this. There's a formula to just go right from that to the answer. Does that make sense? There's also a formula. Let's try this one. I want you guys to do this one for me, okay? Use the FOIL method. I want you to come up with the answer. See, I already know the answer, but that's because I know the formula, and there's a rule for this. But we'll. You're watching. Here we go. Y times y is y squared. What is y times negative 3? Negative 3y. What is 3 times y? Plus 3y minus 9. When I combine minus 3y plus 3y, that becomes 0. So it's y squared minus 9. Did anybody get that? Y squared minus 9? Makes sense? Okay. That's tomorrow. We'll come back to that. All right, let me give you your homework. Be meticulous. Ooh, what day is this? Oh man, we're supposed to have a review day today. All right, we'll make the review day be, I don't know. That doesn't matter. So page 450, 1 through 34, even. We'll make the review day be tomorrow.